Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, where the retractable roof of Minute Maid Park is closed. It's the home opener of this new season between the San Francisco Giants and the Astros. Matt Vasgersian here with you. It's been a long off season, a lot of changes, but these folks here tonight are ready to get their first real look at their guys here this year. I'm joined by Dan Plesac, and Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Well, you know, I always think pitching and defense are keys to success in the long run. As we take a look at their arms, I see a lot of reason for optimism. A lot can happen over the course of a season, but if these guys stay healthy and pitch to their abilities, they should be in pretty good shape.
And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, I think there's some concern about the way Brendan Belt is playing. I looked at his stats today, and I was really surprised to see how weak they are, particularly the RBI category. No runs batted in all season long. He's obviously getting some opportunities hitting where he is, but he's got to get on track soon.
Slider, strike three called as the leadoff man is set down looking to open up the ball game. Digging in, number 5, hitting right at the 1-for-4 pace with a .250 batting average for the season. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Matt, I got to be totally honest here. With Woody Keller behind the dish, don't be too surprised if you have a few questionable calls. It's not that he's consistently off, but I've been told it seems like he has a fairly tall strike zone. We'll keep an eye out for that.
Way in front of a great slider that time. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit on the ground, but foul. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Payoff pitch one more time. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
In there, a base hit. So the 2-out hit here brings in Brandon Belt to bat next.
So the first 2 batters of the inning go out, and then the 3-hitter gets a base hit here, bringing up the middle of the order. This guy's got power. It could be 2-0 before you blink.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Bregman is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Giants leave 1. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Aledmys Diaz.
Ball 1. Harold, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, that 500 is like the magic number. Now, they won their last game. Now they're 1 under 500. If you get to 500, you feel like, okay, now we can start to build something special. But you got to get to that 500 mark. That's why this game is so important. They win today, they're at 500.
And a rather easy first out.
Batting second, center fielder, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Hot shot to third. Longoria's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting third, designated hitter.
Stepping up to the plate, Alvarez. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. This is line to left. Dickerson is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Still no score. Into the box, Johnno Solarte. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one.
Johnno Solarte.
Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
1-1.
And now a pitch on the way. Good break on the knuckle curve, but he missed with it. 2-1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Slow roller back to the mound. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth.
So digging in now, Stephen Vogt. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Tries to dump this one out to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, when your average is down that low, you'll take any kind of hit. He'll take that all day long right there.
Third baseman, Evan Longoria.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. And this is fouled straight back. 0-1, here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Hit hard on the ground to first. One there. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We'll go to the bottom. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. The average for him entering play here is in the high 360s. So he's one to avoid as a pitcher if at all possible. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like he did right here. Nice job.
Now at the plate, Jose Bautista. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard to third. Oh, look at the sliding stop. There's one on to first, and they get the double play. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
2 outs, base is empty, and I got one of my power guys at the plate. This is where you let it fly right here. Give me a home run or a double. Give me some kind of extra base hit.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Matt, I like that pitch. I'm surprised people don't do it more often. Runners in scoring position, you know the hitter's going to be aggressive, and he pulled the string with a beautiful changeup.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Cueto pauses. Here it is on 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for Houston. We'll move to the third with no score. Coming to the plate now, Alex Dickerson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Dickerson.
Line drive to left. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Well, Matt, we've watched him struggle early, but you always talk about in-game adjustments. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. They look more aggressive. They look like they've changed their whole game plan to come out now and start firing on all cylinders.
Buster Posey is at the plate as he watches ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Squared that one up just a little late. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. The second for one. On to first, and it's another double play. Already two of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
Kevin Pillar.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready now, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto.
Yulieski Gurriel.
Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
You know what? That ball's right down the middle. I think he was taking first pitch, just really trying to measure it.
High in the air out to center field. Pillar's there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting ninth. Catcher. Martin.
Digging in, Martin Maldonado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 3-2 now.
Ball 3 of the 9-hitter. He's got to know he's going to come after him and throw him a strike. He does not want to walk the 9-hitter with the leadoff guy sitting on deck and a chance to get this inning going for them.
Now a swing and a fly ball, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Hit down the third baseline. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
In now, Aledmus Diaz.
Second baseman.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. There's a drive out to left center field. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Center fielder
Stepping into the box, George Springer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. The throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Well, I love it when guys are aggressive with the runner in scoring position. First pitch, he jumps all over it to drive in the run.
Striding in once again, Alvarez hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting. First baseman.
Now to the plate, Max Muncy. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's a high pop-up. Longoria is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
Leading off for San Francisco.
Digging in for his second at-bat, number 5. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And the pitch.
Yeah.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Ready for another chance. Scooter Gennett. He singled his last time up. And a ball 1-0. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. 2-0 now.
That's 2 close pitches right there, and he just laid off him. I think he's sitting on one specific pitch, and he hasn't gotten it yet.
3-0 now. On deck, the left-handed hitting Brandon Belt. And he gets the call there, 3-1. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The first baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Belt. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Weekly hit towards first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. We'll see the danger. Digging in, Jose Bautista. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Right fielder, Jose Bautista.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. Around first is Bautista on his way to second now. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Now the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Pilar. One down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. At the plate, Carlos Correa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Oh, that one deflects off him. I think it got his arm. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. So stepping in, Yulieski Gurriel. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder giving chase, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 0-2. Takes this the other way to right. Number 5 is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Astros leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Digging in, the switch hitter, Yonhervis Solarte, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Solarte.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Well, this offense finds himself struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit. A little small ball, get it going.
Fouled back. 1-2. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. Springer is right there. One down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Soft liner to the right side, and that's in for a base hit, his second in his many trips to the plate.
Well, that first pitch single right there, something we haven't seen much this game. Maybe they'll be more aggressive now, jumping first pitch instead of finding themselves in the hole. A lot of the at-bats we've seen in this game so far.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Right to him. One there. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. A base hit in his first trip. And they start him out away with a called strike.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually they have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Home half of the fifth coming up. Houston leads this one 2-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Martin Maldonado. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Maldonado.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. And the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Belt will get under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number one.
The batter, number one, second baseman.
Digging in once again, Aledmus Diaz. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Hit back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Center fielder number
Here's George
4.
Springer. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So now with 2 away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base.
Well, a little 2-out single. Now, you may not think it's much, but he's already given up a couple runs this game, so maybe this is the start of something big.
Into the box now, Alvarez, as he rips it on the ground to second. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Well, he's been on a bit of a cold streak, and he gets a base hit there. That's the kind of hit. He didn't hit it hard. This is one of those that you need to get in the hit column. This is a good jump start for him.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Digging in to try it again, Buster Posey. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Posey.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Hit high in the air down the right field line, and that's in there. Base hit around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 5. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Posey is on his way home. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now. And he's in there easily. It's a stand-up triple.
That's a big base hit right there. Now you've moved the tying run to third base with just one out. And there's a lot of things the offense can do now. Will they sack bunt? Will you get a sacrifice fly? Would they steal the runner from first and third, maybe steal? Matt, this is so exciting. There's so many possibilities.
Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. And a base hit as that'll bring in the tying run, and the Giants have come back to even up the ball game.
Well, they elected to play the infield back right there, and there's a lot of ways to get that runner home. Just put the ball in play. He was fortunate and found a hole, but he would have picked up that RBI even if they were able to catch that grounder.
Brandon Belt is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Runner at first here with one away in a 2-2 ball game. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Here it comes on 1-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. This is in the air out to straightaway center. On the move is Springer. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Ready for another chance. Yonhervis Solarte 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Well, that ball right there, Matt, he hit it hard. We saw it. He smoked it to the outfield. This may be a sign. Pitcher's starting to get a little bit tired. He's starting to make some mistakes. He's leaving some balls over the plate.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Stephen Vogt is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Jose Bautista.
Swing and a miss on a ball inside, 0-1.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
The windup and the 0-1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
Slow roller left side. Throw on to first by Longoria is right there for the first out.
Third baseman, number 2.
Riding in once again, Alex Bregman. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Hit in the air to right field. Right fielder has a beat on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Belt will take this one himself, and that ends the inning. When we come. Digging in once again, Evan Longoria. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Chris Davinsky will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
For the Astros, number 47, Chris Davinsky.
And that swung on and fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball line foul up and over the Astro dugout. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner. Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, and those last two were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And a perfect start to the 7th, as this should be extra bases. Longoria will take the turn and head for second now. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Alex Dickerson is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That gives him 5 doubles now on the year. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes to the right side and through a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Well, they were talking about before the game, we got to get in that bullpen, and sure enough, the double and now a single, and before you know it, the reliever's in trouble.
Colin McHugh comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Colin McHugh.
Here's Buster Posey now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Ready on 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
And he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score.
That could be a tough read for the runner third, because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
Ready once again, Kevin Pillar. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count leaving at 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Ball 2.
Misses. Ball 2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Well, that's a line drive single, but the runner's not going to score. Now, remember, with less than 2 outs, he had to freeze. Hit it a little bit too hard at the wrong guy. He'll take the hit, but no RBI.
Number 5 is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Just a tick behind for a strike. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game.
Well, that base hit right there gives them 2-run cushion. When you have a 2-run cushion late in the game, you got to feel pretty good about yourself.
James Hoyt is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. He's set and the pitch. Scooter Gennett comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Boy, that's a tempting pitch right there. You got that runner on third base. You're looking for something to drive. You want the ball up. But it was a good layoff. Not the pitch he definitely wanted to hit, but it was tempting, no doubt.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. From the stretch. Again, he sends it out of play. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Ball 3.
A fastball that just misses inside.
This is a really good at bat. This is the kind of, you go back to the dugout, regardless of the outcome, they go, great AB, man, great AB.
There's one. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more. Ready for another shot now. Yulieski Gurriel. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Michael Brantley is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Michael Brantley.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson's under it. 1 away.
Up next for the Astros.
Digging in, Martin Maldonado. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
I really like how he's been throwing a lot of first pitch strikes in this game. That first pitch strike, it just opens up the whole strike zone and what you can do as a pitcher.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Dickerson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Second baseman.
Standing in, Aledmus Diaz. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On the ground up the middle. And that's through for a hit. And the inning extended for George Springer to bat next.
Yeah, maybe a shot here now with 2 away. They finally get another base runner on. He's stranded 6 in a row prior to this point, so he's had his way with these guys for the past couple of innings.
And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. There's George Springer as he'll have to get out of the way of a slider that runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Cueto pauses. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. One left for Houston. Still down by a count of 4-2. Michael Brantley will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. From the stretch, Brandon Belt is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. This is line to left. And he'll break through with a solid knock here. His first of the ball game. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Digging in and looking for more, Yohannes Solarte. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ryan Presley is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. Well, you see there on the graphic, he's at second with his 4th double here on the season. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball and then that nasty curveball. It's almost unhittable, almost unfair to the hitter.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Stepping into the box, Stephen Vogt. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And he takes ball 1. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. 2-0 now.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
The 2-1 on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Diaz brings it in on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He's working here to bring home that very important insurance run, standing at third. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Longoria waiting on the 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Hit well on the ground to first. Muncy ranges to his left. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for San Francisco. Daniel Winkler will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Number 63.
Now batting, Alvarez. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
He got 2 pitches that were up that were very hittable, and he just couldn't pull the trigger. It's one thing if you take 1 pitch, but to take him twice, I don't know where his concentration is right now, Matt.
Sliced hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball heading for the scoreboard near the Crawford boxes.
I know it's getting late in the game, but that is a big leadoff hit. Maybe now they can start to close that gap.
Max Muncy.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. Hit hard up the middle. A bare hand for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Into the box now, Jose Bautista. He was a ground out victim last time up. Back up the middle. Jeanette has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Astros are down quietly. They trail it here 4-2. And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
No.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Here's another 1-2. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. And this is taken in for out number 1.
The catcher, number 28.
Here's Buster Posey now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Diaz ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Kevin Pillar stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Springer. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Will Harris takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Number 5 is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he takes strike 2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now another 0-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Will Smith comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 13, Will Smith.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
And a strike called at the letters. Look high to me, but it's 0-1. Here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Playing 11s, 1-1.
Like that backdoor breaking ball right there. 0-1. Show him something on the outside half. He swings. He's probably going to roll over it. If not, you might get the call. You didn't get it there, but I like the selection.
1 strike.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Striding in, Carlos Correa. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Into the windup and the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Under it is the right fielder. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Left fielder number 23.
Digging in, Michael Brantley. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Jose Altuve will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 1 home run and a pair of RBIs. Out of play.
Oh, man, I think he thought he's going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Pilar ranging back, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.